Previously on the Block NZ, our teams took a giant leap into the unknown.
Welcome to the great outdoors, block style.
Yeah, I'm a little bit lost to what's going on.
Tackling their toughest physical challenge to date.
There's a lot of work to do.
Batman's over it, eh? Bloody debacle, really.
On shrinking budgets.
At least 3 of you are going to be bankrupt.
For the first time, they had to cooperate.
If you've got one builder and you guys just work together.
Wait a minute, I'm not one of your tradies. Don't talk to me like that.
Sound like he's trying to bully you.
To get the job done.
There's no point in mucking around.
Oh, it's going to be a push to get finished.
But after 5 long days and nights, they've pulled off the unthinkable.
Oh, this is awesome!
With strategy, sheer hard work, and some classic Kiwi touches.
All right, boys, come and get a sausage.
Join us for the race to Tools Down.
Holy moly crap.
Oh my goodness.
And some tough love from the judges 2 weeks out from auction day.
Too many ideas going on. I just don't think the planning is fully thought through.
Looking for something to make your home the best on your block? Visit bunnings.co.nz for tips that could help make it happen. Bunnings Warehouse! Bunnings Warehouse, helping make the block NZ.
It all starts now.
It's 6:30 p.m. on the eve of the penultimate challenge reveal. The tradies have left for the day, but these won't plant themselves. There's still plenty of work ahead with a shovel and spade.
Okay, we've probably got like 10 minutes left before it's going to be too dark to see what we're doing properly. So I'm just trying to place the plants where they need to be.
Yeah.
So if I place them and then you dig the holes.
Yeah. Okay,
How's
there
that?
you go.
It's going to be a bit hard to work in the dark, to be honest, but we can try and assemble some furniture inside and, yeah.
Get the lawn down.
Lawn down in the dark.
Gonna have to, really.
The teams have most of their decking and paving done, and their fences built. But there's still a long way to go with the lawns and gardens. At Alex and Corbyn's, once again ambition is jeopardising completion. They're short of soil, lawn and plenty else.
Things we didn't get done was our brazier coffee table, but I'll have time to finish it in the morning, and I need to build a little planter box for the veggie garden as well.
We're not going to have time to paint the fence.
Nah, but I don't think anyone is. I mean, it's been raining all day, on and off, so you can't paint a fence in the rain. So we've just basically looked at everyone else's. No one's going to be painting their fence. And you can't paint at night because there's so many little bugs around. It'll just be like a stippled fence with sandflies.
Marie and James in House 2 have made the most dramatic progress.
Man, so much happened today. And we woke up this morning and it was a mound of soil out here. And now look at it. We've got grass, paved area, 2 paved areas, the spa.
Spa pools and hot tubs are required to be fenced by law. But freestanding ones with lockable lids that also meet other criteria can apply for an exemption.
The guys got everything done by Tools Down at 6 o'clock, probably even a little bit more than we had expected. I mean, they got a bit of the Riverstone down for us, and they got pretty much half the lawn down, which we were expecting to roll out ourselves.
The furniture, that's what we're going to spend tonight
We have to stay up all night doing the furniture.
I think we're going to end up being up all night. And then in the morning, it's just figuring out where we want everything to go and putting it in place.
Quinn and Ben have decided to tackle their incomplete deck in the morning.
Pitch black out there, it's pouring as well. So I think it's best we get a nice long sleep.
But for others, the night's just getting started.
Here is a sneak peek preview of our backyard. I love the vines. Right now they look like big scary monsters.
James has got to make that. And he's made this.
Hey, look at my hand.
Oh.
There's not even plasters on all of them.
Great day.
It's almost 3 o'clock and the furniture's finally done. Time to go to bed, I think.
Saturday morning, reveal in 5 hours.
It's Judgment Day.
Been raining and hailing all night. Joined us in the yard.
Hello. I'm a bit muddy. Yeah, I was up at 4 this morning and I was outside working properly by 5, so it was still dark. And then the hail came. I was like, oh no, this is terrible. And then the sun came up and it was like, yay, the sun's up. And then the sun came out and then it rained again.
Got a lot to do. A lot to do.
Alex and Corbin have got off to a rocky start.
I just tried to do a run up this bank and my wheelbarrow fell over.
And there are more obstacles ahead.
I've got no more energy.
They have potting mix, but not the soil they need to lay under this final patch of lawn.
It's Saturday morning and we don't have any topsoil.
And with no deliveries on a Saturday due to resource consent, they're going to have to scrounge around the site for whatever they can find. But the pickings are slim.
We're a little bit concerned, but we've got so much work to do. I've got to finish off the bespoke fireplace and I've got to build a planter box for our veggie gardens.
Marie and James are swimming in soil. And it's no surprise, they were the dumping ground for all of the house's supplies.
Unless we were supposed to put potting mix under the grass, which I don't think you're supposed to, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to lay that grass unless we go to James and Marie's and
dig up
what they've taken. Yeah, feeling pretty tired. Went to bed at 3, got up at 6, and it was pouring rain.
9:30 rolls around and we've still got plants all over the ground, the ready lawn. It's not all complete yet. We've still got to put sand down, we've still got to put stone down. We've still got a lot of things that we need to do in 2 hours.
Quinn and Ben's tradies didn't finish by tools down last night, and Ben's paying for it now.
I've got to put a few more boards on, and if I've got time, I'll try and just put something along so you can't see under the deck. But yeah, I don't think I'll get that done.
Ben, I really need your help. These are all wrapped up and take ages to undo. Don't worry about that.
I've just got one more. Just hold on.
This Saturday morning has been the most full-on that we've had so far, I think. There's just no time to spare at all.
Ben, come and help me.
Just hold up. Just hold on a second, please.
Pretty much the whole morning has been like the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Running to and from the loads and trying to do things as fast as possible.
I've got something very special to tell you. I've got an herb garden. The reason why I wanted an herb garden right here is because this is where our outdoor dining is, and then the kitchen is just here. So if you're cooking and you need some herbs, you can just come out here and you go, oh yeah, just take some of that, take it back to the kitchen, do your cooking, make your curry. And then you can come and sit here for dinner. If it was a bit bland, you go, oh, need a bit more coriander. Perfect. It's like condiments at a table, like salt and pepper in a grinder, but it's just behind you and you've got to chop it up yourself.
With just over an hour left, James has decided to fill in some gaps.
The paving guys said they might need a bit of a resand after the rain. So might as well do it now before the furniture goes down.
But he's playing roulette with the Auckland weather.
Oh my gosh, this weather is mental. It's crazy.
Man, this weather's fickle, Ben.
Fickle? The hell does that mean? Bad.
1 hour to go. I hope these trees are for next week.
Yeah, there, Alex, 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yeah.
Last one. What a good job you did. You're a man at rolling.
Corbin has finished the planter box, but they have a daunting final hour ahead.
Assembling things in the 11th hour is usually my most hated thing to do. But I'm going to give it a shot.
We really needed this kind of confidence boost based on last week's epic fail for us. And it just doesn't, it doesn't look like we're going to finish once again. And we really don't want that bad rap.
Half an hour to go, people. Better get a wriggle on. Our teams are racing to complete their backyards.
Marie,
Yes.
these patches of grass.
Yeah, can you finish it? My back was just hurting. I just wanted to try something different.
I went to move on to the end of the ready lawn and there was river stones in the way and I thought, okay, these have got to get moved there. Rather than just move them and wait, I thought move them and spread them out. I've got half an hour, that's plenty of time. Nah, that was not plenty of time.
It's probably going to rain, but I'll just do it anyway. Yeah, the weather's a little bit iffy, but I wanted to dress the table and sort of set it so, you know, you're inviting friends over for a barbecue. So I've got some awesome stuff from Freedom which goes with the other stuff that I purchased and it looks really good.
5 minutes! 5 minutes to go!
Holy moly.
We were just being each other. Me being manic, running around like a crazy person. James just being calm, collected and doing what he needed to do.
Minutes left.
This weather is just mental.
The rain's a bit of a help, all right. Grass watered.
What happens with the sand? Do we clean it?
With 2 minutes remaining, their paving is a mess.
Well, I don't have time to do that as well.
At that point, we're not talking to each other. I think James is annoyed at me for laying the river stones down. I'm annoyed at him because he's put sand down on the pavers.
Did it really need to be sanded this morning?
It was a waste of time now.
Oh my goodness! Oh, this is getting ridiculous.
Quick. Come on over here, quick. Just around here, please.
It's gonna piss down anyway and wash it all off.
Oh God, look at the mud on the deck.
1 minute to go. Woohoo!
What about the table?
We were actually doing quite well with the time. Within the last 2 minutes, however, we all of a sudden started panicking.
Pull in. Pull in.
What?
Hey.
Let's go.
What about that?
And within the last seconds, we couldn't even get the wrap off these last chairs.
Just take it off.
I can't.
5, 4, 3, 2.
What if we just do one?
1. Tools down. Shall we just take these out?
Yeah, it was cruisy, and then it was like, wah! Right at the end.
We shouldn't have even put those chairs out. We should
Oh,
have
they're
said,
beautiful.
"No, let's just-"
How do we forget about that?
Wow.
Oh, wow. This whole time, it's been dry. And now it wants to rain.
This reveal really showed me how exhausted I was because I was pushing it right to the end, and as soon as Tools Down happened, it all hit me what I've done, how tired I am, and really what's been happening in the last 11 weeks really has started to take its toll on me.
Well done, babe.
Yeah, Mark calls tools down, and thank God that week's over. It was so hard, and I think we did such a good job.
It's been the hardest week by far, and I just want to have a cry and then go to sleep.
Really glad to be finished backyard week. We didn't get the fence stained, but apart from that, really good.
Very good. It was a long week. It was a long week.
It was a long week. Yay.
It's time for our 4 teams to head to the Challenge Warehouse to find out how they've gone with the judges. On the way, Joe's had some horrible news.
Just found out that our cat called Noodle is going to get put down because he's got cancer, so Joe's a little bit upset. But so it's been a long week and we're just so close to getting home, eh, honey?
Don't get to say bye.
Yeah. Joe could do with a lot of positive news today, so Win will help us today, so that'll be good, eh, honey?
Yep.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Well, the first outdoor week has come and gone. New tradies, new workflow, shared fences. Any boundary disputes yet? Damo, you and Corbin all right?
What?
We're all right.
You all right?
Just a matter of getting it done.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. It's still the $4,000 from Kiwibank at stake here. So should we get some feedback? Our judges and style aficionados are managing editor of Your Home and Garden magazine, Shelley Ferguson, and award-winning architect, interior designer, Mark Gascoigne. Let's hear what they had to say. Quinn and Ben.
Here we go.
You look like me. I look like dog.
It was inevitable that their Garage Week overspend would return to haunt them. And this week, finally, the money ran dry.
Some teams have had at least triple the amount of cash that we've had to spend on our garden.
They'd have to plan carefully and shrink expectations.
What you think?
Do you like it?
Yeah, geranium.
$2,000 in the red. They had to borrow from me and sink any notion of having a spa pool.
You've got a limited amount of time, a limited amount of dollars to spend on it. Well, simple as good.
They took the advice.
Hello all.
And with all eyes on them at Judge Your Own Room, this time they didn't mark down others to win.
23. Joe and Damo, congratulations.
Well done, guys. Well done, champ.
I think if they did it this week, I would have probably started to feel an inch of, okay, come on, guys, it's getting old.
But digging further into their dwindling budget, the decking and paving wasn't going anywhere in a hurry.
Do you reckon, man, you could get this done today?
No.
Tomorrow as well?
Maybe tomorrow as well.
Pretty much the whole week it was just Ben and I and our 3 builders.
So the seat's going to be 3 wide?
Seat will be 3 boards wide.
Yeah.
Comes right down that side, right down there, and right back into that post.
Tony built the seating area, while Ben tried his hand at knocking up the Jenkins A-line fence.
It was a big learning curve this week.
I think it looks perfect, just like we wanted it. You can imagine a kid kicking a soccer ball,
Yeah.
whacking a cricket ball around.
Come on out.
The judges are definitely going to say that ours is the most basic, and they'll probably say, oh, they obviously ran out of money or something like that, because it's all true.
I'm really, really proud of what we've done. One of our goals was to not spend more than we could afford at all, and we haven't done that, and I'm happy.
It's very Ben and Quinn.
The first thing I notice, which is great, they're dark floors. Those lovely chocolatey floorboards they've got the whole way through the house. They've continued that out here, both with the fence and with the decking.
The judge's first impressions was it's a lovely sun trap, which elevates nicely.
You do have quite a nice elevated view of the reserve and just a peek of the sea from upstairs.
And I think that's why they've done this lovely elevated space here, is to make sure that they get a bit of that view.
The flow is good with the barbecue positioned close to the dining room, and with the doors open, it creates one giant room. The planning was a little awkward.
I would have liked to have seen the perspective actually flowing on from inside to outside, whereas the inside seems to stop very abruptly here.
Yes, I like the fact they do have this elevated and the bench seats, but I would have loved to see somewhere you can actually eat, a dining table. Kiwis love eating their dinners outside.
It just doesn't seem to have been thought out as an overall space. It just seems to be more about plonking various things in the landscape, and you've got a kind of an incidental space over here, which is very separate from the house. The parents inside the house wouldn't be able to keep an eye on the kids out there. I just don't think the planning is really fully thought through.
Shelley liked the park bench and the shade under the tree. The planting, once mature, will provide privacy from the neighbours. Overall, Shelley thought families will be able to see the multi-purpose potential.
The basics are here. There's just a lot they could have done to add impact.
Yeah.
I do still think it will be usable, though, because I don't think they've overthought it. So you will be able to do a lot of different activities in different areas. They have added the little zone over there for the bench seat, which is nice, but it could have been utilised even more.
Despite some small flaws, market-wise, Kiwis will still love your sunny, enclosed backyard with a view to the sea.
I think they can see what we were going for, and they can see that it's basic, but it's just a nice backyard.
Yeah, Mark said something about not being able to see the kids down on the grass, but I mean, that doesn't really match up with how he wanted us to close off our kids in the family room, so I don't know, he's just
Bean.
a really nice guy.
Quinn and Ben created a warm sun trap, but the judges wanted more wow. Have Marie and James brought it? Marie and James. Creating the idyllic Pacific-themed oasis.
This is my fave. It's so lush and just full of green.
During a war of attrition is no mean feat.
Yeah, I think we're both just pretty knackered this week. The bodies are really feeling it. It was a pretty physical week.
Streetside and with the best access, they became the first port of call for everyone, and Marie was running the ship.
We need all of it. Yeah. We've got probably this amount coming as well. And I thought that maybe it's just being dumped here, and then everyone takes it, and then more's going to just get dumped here.
I don't know.
4 weeks winless and strapped for cash, they were losing their grip.
Yeah. We always just got told that we could do the pavers.
That's fine. If you're doing it, you're running the show, it needs to be done properly, it needs to be set out properly.
The fact is, it's Wednesday, now they're behind. I think the fast way to catch up, get a team of pavers in. That's the solution. I'd go and talk to your neighbours.
Just off.
It may have left a sour taste.
We have lemons, limes, mandarins.
But to his credit, James heeded the advice. They got professionals in and added a barbecue and a spa. And their tradies delivered when it mattered.
Oh, no. What are you doing?
Oh, you're going to love this.
What is this?
This is haggis.
What?
This is right Scottish grub.
Our team are what got us through. We just have awesome people. I hope the judges see what we've created and enjoy the different areas. Our backyard is huge.
Well, I love the fact there's an amazing spa pool.
Yeah, the spa pool.
The spa pool is going to be
a big selling
People will
point.
love it.
The judges' first impressions were that it was a space with personality. It had all the key elements that Kiwis will love. However, your interior promised a tropical and lush garden, but you failed to deliver on that.
I was really expecting jungle, lush, tropical feel, because that's what we've had inside. And I've got to say, I'm a little bit disappointed coming out here because it just doesn't seem to have that theme carried on through. This fence here, there's just no attempt to sort of soften it with some planting.
But I do love their choice of plants for the back corner. I
agree.
Have to say, I think they're quite lush and tropical. They've got colour.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You pick up on the yellow and the orange. They've got it here on the table. I love the fruit trees in the planters. I think they're great.
Why aren't
Just needed to be carried on around this corner.
It was a missed opportunity to lose yourself in a tropical garden oasis. They felt the backyard had designed itself around the available space rather than following a simple, cohesive theme like you've achieved with the interior of your house.
To me, this one has too many ideas going on. I think it could be fixed just by, in some ways, by just moving the furniture around, but it just seems to me that the placement of things is kind of weird. I do really like that corner. That could have been a really nice spot, but I would have loved to have seen something over the top. And I've got to say that this seating area, after we've seen Marie and James do some of the best, most intimate feeling seating areas in the competition so far, this one just feels like it crouching in the corner.
I definitely hear what you're saying about the placement of some of the things, but I think people will still be able to use it in the way that's important to them.
Mark felt the biggest issue was it does not deliver a strong enough wow factor, nor does it feel quite like an outdoor room. That said, that spa pool is a secret weapon that gives your space a great edge.
There's a few good points about the things that we've used in the backyard, but it sounds like they were a bit disappointed we weren't able to carry through a more tropical feel rather than a Pacific native feel. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
The judges loved Marie and James's spa pool, but weren't so impressed by the placement of key features. Let's see if Alex and Corbin have got it all right. Alex and Corbin. Corbin's been chasing one thing, redemption.
I feel like I had a point to prove this week after last week's
fail.
Yeah.
Don't cry for me, Auntie Tina.
Aunties, uncles, it doesn't matter. No family helps allowed on the block. But it looked awfully like Corbin's twin had shown up.
He's one of those guys that knows how to do everything.
Alex, you might want to get on to just put that on ice and just get the roofs done, like prime the roofs.
Good thinking, Simon the labourer.
Yep. Corbin's clever clone was being kept under lock and key.
What are you doing here? I've run out of work, man.
Hayden, I told you we can't be seen together in public. Like, they'll figure it out.
Corbin captained the backyard design, while Alex tackled the exterior, touch-ups and terminology.
Okay, the other thing that we need is like a brazier.
It's one of these things.
Brazier.
Yeah, I need a brazier.
What are you doing?
I'm on the lawns.
For once, Corbin took a back seat in the birdhouse challenge.
So I've got a 300 by 500.
Alex.
Yeah.
To end with a remarkable match.
No way. Whoa.
But to me, it's a clear winner.
Alex and Corbin.
Well done.
They took home the alarm system and cash prize and returned to major progress. Corbin built a plant box and outdoor seating area.
This week was a really, really good week. We got to spend some time outside in the sun.
First of many.
Ah, yes! I got my plans!
They're back with a vengeance.
Bye, James and Marie!
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye!
Although they couldn't finish the fencing paint job, they've added key features, including bespoke seating, spa pool, and Alex's handy hanging feature.
The kitchen's just here, so if you're cooking and you need some herbs, you can just come out here and you go, oh yeah, just take some of that.
We're actually really hoping to be able to win this space though, because the extra $4,000 was going to help us finish off the house properly. Yeah, I think this really turned out exactly how we planned it.
Yeah, exactly to the T. Except for the topsoil we were short.
Well, I think it's definitely Alex and Corbin, judging by some of these touches. I love that steel firebox. That's definitely a Corbinism.
The judges' first impressions were it was a stylish and streamlined outdoor room that delivers everything your high-end buyer will want.
You know what I loved the most when I walked in? The vertical wall of herbs. It's such a small touch, but accessible and practical, so you can be in the kitchen and just pluck your fresh basil. The fire pit and the spa, they know exactly who their market is.
Yeah, the way that it's nicely situated in the corner with this really strong, colourful garden, I think this does get that oasis sort of feel.
Your plant choice was great, adding texture, colour and rhythm.
They've got creeper going up that back wall. I was hoping somebody would do that so that you'll get this wonderful green enclosing rather than just feeling like you're behind another house.
I don't think people can underestimate the power nature and a good garden has on someone. There's nothing like sitting in your own little oasis and being surrounded by plants and greenery. It just adds another whole dimension to your life at home, I think.
The layout was well executed and took one large square shape and broke it into a series of well interrelated outdoor rooms.
Really brave move to actually break this pretty much flat backyard into different zones and actually make this seating area almost part of the interior. I can just imagine the vista through to this fire pit with some candles, some cocktails poured over here. That would be just stunning if you came for a dinner party here. You've also got this dining area over here, which is nicely undercover for more of an intimate outdoor feel. So I think they really have done the whole outdoor rooms thing probably better than anybody else.
We just hope that the judges can walk through and maybe see, well, they've obviously run out of topsoil, but I mean, they're not going to consider that.
But like last week, it was disappointing that the lawn was not finished.
It's not quite finished.
Yeah.
Looks like it needs another good dose of topsoil.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing that from Alex and Corbin, but the last 2 weeks, this meticulous planning has slipped. So I'm not sure whether their design ideas are getting ahead of their time management skills, but disappointing because this is going to hold them back in the marking.
Hopefully the topsoil situation doesn't rob us of a win.
Their advice for next week, don't underestimate how long it will take you to finish everything before tools down.
Maybe we go talk to Marie and James if they win and ask them to share it with us.
Alex and Corbin have impressed the judges with their clever layout and plant choices. Earlier today, Jo found out her cat called Noodle had died. Let's see if the judges can deliver her and Damo some happier news. Jo and Damo.
Got sauce?
Tomato, barbecue, and a little mustard.
All right, I'll go get sausages, eh?
Jo and Damo can afford to splash out. They can afford to share the love.
Guys, there's sausages down at House 4 for everyone.
Because the Christmas bells are ringing early.
Damo,
Yes?
check it out.
What is it?
It's from Dan at Kiwi Band.
What's
You
he
nailed
want?
it. $4,000 prize money.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan. You're the man. We have seemed to have been on a little winning streak, and I quite like it. It's good.
2 room wins in 1 week equals a whole lot of labour.
We've got a great team of guys, but Brendan became Brenda, and Danny became Anne.
Sometimes he turns up to work and he's wearing a skirt.
Hang on, I'll just fix me pinny.
And then Damo got Diana somehow.
All right, Brenda, get back to work.
Although there really could be no mistaking Damo's gender.
Kiwi fruit fall out of the old rips in the shorts, and it's not a nice fruit salad.
Okay, maybe that's a bit sticky out of you.
Luckily for everyone,
Turn it about 180 degrees. No, not that much.
he had a change of costume and more support. With the help of his fielding friend Paul, they set about rescuing the backyard schedule.
Hardest part this week was having to move all our gear past all the other sections down the back, probably 300-400 barrow loads of gear, I think.
I could hear him stomping up and down for 4 days straight, getting angrier and angrier. Like the footsteps were just getting like... He was so angry.
This is why you pick a front house, so when you get to outdoor week, you can actually get your stuff into your yard.
Look how cool this is, sitting up just outside the kitchen. It's like...
Damo dabbled in something he normally won't leave the house for.
I can't believe the choices he's making. They're awesome. I would have picked the same ones. So, yeah, he's like, I like this. And I'm like, I like that too. Yay.
Yeah.
Although his mood soured when the patio was laid.
So we're taking everything out and doing it again. What do you mean you don't mind the white stone? You've just told me that you don't like the white stone, you think it's ugly.
Oh, those look good over there.
Jo, the former florist, had her eye across the garden design.
That would fit really nice with the tropical theme.
Absolutely.
While Damo rallied to ensure the sunken mahogany deck was finished.
Yeah, last night I had a few doubts about it, but now that's all come together, I think it's... I don't think we could do much better than what we've done.
We're in the sunshine. Outside, finally.
I think that walking out there and seeing what it is compared to what it was is just amazing.
This house is fortunate and it's got the great view of the sea, and I think they've made the most of it with this deck here.
The judges' first impressions were it was a backyard that has everything Kiwis love and want.
Fundamentally, I really love this space.
It faces north. I mean, let's face it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's what we want, that Kiwi backyard with the sun, facing the sea.
Sun, a barbecue, a view, grass to run around on, and entertaining zones all contained in a child-safe environment.
Something we talked about when we were judging the living rooms was the fact that this house had very good indoor-outdoor flow, and I think they have maximised on that. You could come straight out from the kitchen. I mean, I love eating outside, even if it's just the family dinner.
And what Kiwis love is barbecues, let's face it. Look at that barbecue.
This is a serious Damo man-sized barbecue.
Yeah.
Big hot plate for serious barbecue.
You're going to fit a lot of snarlers in there.
Absolutely.
For Shelley, the hit was the way you've turned one big area into different zones to enjoy different activities.
You could have a more alfresco dinner and then move on down to the entertaining lounge.
They both love the outdoor speakers. It makes it the perfect space for entertaining. Mark did, however, feel that the outdoor dining space needs some sort of enclosure or sun shading.
Even though it's only spring here, it's already pretty hot in the New Zealand sunshine, so perhaps just something to enclose it and keep the
There's
sun
always
off.
a brolly, Mark.
Yes.
Sun umbrella.
No, seriously, I would have liked to see a bit more enclosure, possibly some sort of pergola structure over this seating area. These spotlights facing up into your eye, I'm not a big fan of because I think at the end it will tend to obscure the view, but I do love the spotlights facing up the palm trees.
Shelley thought the use of plants and different textures created interest at all eye levels. Overall, Mark thought it was a natural extension of the house, which follows the story that's running throughout the rest of your home.
It is very Jo and Damo in that it has these elements of the recycled wood. It's got the palm trees, which we saw in the teenage room.
And you have to create a link from your indoor style to your out, and I could instantly tell that this was Jo and Damo's backyard.
Market-wise, it should prove immensely popular with prospective buyers.
Cool.
If any day you need a bit of positive comments, it was today, and they sound real positive. I don't know if we've done enough to win.
We haven't changed the judges, and we haven't changed the way we're going to score, so let's get on with the scores. I'll mix them up again, I think, just for my own entertainment.
What a meanie.
I think anyone on the block deserves it, but we really want it.
be absolutely gutted if we don't win this.
Yeah, this is a really important one for us.
Yeah, from the comments, it sounds like it's going to be very close.
$4,000 at this point is pretty important, and it'll be awesome going into front yard week with some extra money in the bank.
Wow.
Wow.
Alex and Corbin. Familiar spot, leading. The halfway point. What you were expecting?
No, that's not really. I don't
That's
know.
what we're hoping for, but
Yeah.
not maybe what we're expecting after Mark's comments.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've still got Mark's scores to come, haven't you? Joe and Damo, 7.5, only half a mark behind them. Looking promising.
It's good, yeah.
It's looking like we could be in with a chance. We're only half a point behind.
Marie and James, that's it's a bit of a fall from grace for you two, isn't it? 6.5.
It's better than what he gave us for the entrance way.
You've generally produced a higher standard than that on average, though, haven't you?
And normally he's a
think
little
so.
bit happier.
Yeah.
Quinn and Ben, 6.5. A little disappointed?
Yeah, we were hoping for 7.
Not 8, not 9, 7.
We don't live in dream world.
Okay, it's only half the scores. You know what we do now.
Just want to finish it and then go home. We're nervous to hear the results. We don't know what anyone else apart from our neighbours have done, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Give you a lot of positive feedback and then they...
I've never seen Corbin this nervous. He had his arm around me and I could feel him shaking my whole stomach.
I'm proud of you.
So the winner of Backyard Week by half a mark and $4,000 from Kiwi Bank. Once again, it's Joe and Damo.
Good work.
Well done, guys.
Thank you.
That was awesome. First outdoor week after all that hard work to actually get a win and some money to pay the tradies.
Yeah, it's a positive note on a sad day.
So, Damo, all that whinging and moaning at the start of this show about we're always coming second. It's always Alex and Corbin. Well, did you know now you are first equal with Alex and Corbin with 4 room reveal wins?
That's a nice surprise.
Really?
Yep, really.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Well done.
Thank you.
It is raining money.
I'm actually gutted, like completely gutted.
It's cool for them and sucks a little bit for us because we really, really pushed ourselves as hard as possible this week.
Alex and Corbin, you produced a really good backyard. Now, a little birdie told me that that half a mark could very well be the unfinished work.
Yeah. We know where that soil might be on everyone else's lawn.
Yeah. I think the main thing with this week is we've been on the ball, head of the game. It's kind of hard because you can actually point the finger this time around and it's just, yeah, and I don't like doing that.
Working outside, you start to see what your neighbours are actually like, and all that needed to happen was just a bit of communication.
So next week, you do need to finish, don't you?
Yeah. I guess we're just going to need to try and get as many materials ordered as possible so we don't run out.
Right. Maria James, 13 and a half. A little bit of drop from your usual standard, isn't it?
Yeah, we think the judges have this expectation of us and we're just not meeting that expectation anymore.
The pressure of expectation. It's just up here in your own minds, all right?
Yeah.
Lift the standard, you've got one more chance. Quinn and Ben, well, there's always next week, isn't there?
No, we know that Mark and Shelley, neither of them are going to be buying our house, but there's still, 4 million other people in New Zealand that might be keen.
Well, let's hope. And it was a nice backyard.
Thank you.
and it will appeal to buyers. That's what the judges said. So all the best.
Thanks.
Matt.
All right, well done, guys. They're good backyards.
Did a good job, honey. For Noodlehead.
Next week on the Block NZ, the final challenge is set.
It's front yard week.
Pretty much broke at the moment, so it's going to be a tough ask to get it done.
Our teams are pushed to the limit, creating that vital first impression.
We've got not only the outside, we've got the inside, and I'm worried that we aren't going to finish.
Join us next week as our teams go all out to impress the judges, and a result that no one saw coming.
So the winner of front yard week.
Oh!